Now I will teach you how to conjugate reflexive verbs. And if you didn't see the video on a bunch of reflexive verbs, there should also be a video on the French 2 playlist of just a list of tons of reflexive verbs. Okay, so conjugating now. Okay, I'm going to take a pretty easy one, like se lave, for example. Do you remember what se lave meant?
To wash.
To wash, technically yourself. To wash yourself. Okay, this right here, this se, is called the reflexive pronoun. It's called the reflexive pronoun. So sometimes when you're conjugating and I'm walking around checking your work, I might say like, hey, you forgot the reflexive pronoun. And that means that little word. You got to make sure that you have it and that it makes changes for conjugating too. So the reflexive pronoun has to change, and then the verb almost always just conjugates how it normally would. So an ER verb, just has the same ER endings just like normal. So if you draw our little grid here, so for je, the reflexive pronoun, the se, changes to me. So je, me, and then lave, you still conjugate it like a normal ER verb. So it's je me lave. And that means I wash myself. Je me lave. So for tu, the se changes to te. Tu te lave. And it has the es ending for tu. For il, elle, and on, the se actually stays se. So it's il se lave, he washes himself. Elle se lave, she washes herself. On se lave is kind of usually either like they wash themselves or we wash ourselves. Moving on, new. New, the se changes to new. So it sounds quite strange, but you do really say nous lavons. We wash ourselves. Nous lavons. For vous, the se changes to vous. So you're going to have vous lavez. Vous lavez. And then for il and elle pluriel, the se still stays se. And you just have lave, and your ending is ente. So il se lave or elle se lave is they wash themselves. Now there's another verb real quick. There was s'habiller, which was to get dressed. I'm just going to show you real quick. It's the same idea. You just are going to be using a lot of apostrophes. So for example, with s'habiller, you would say je m'habille. Je m'habille. Just, the S apostrophe changes to an M apostrophe. So je m'habille, for tu, it would be tu t'habilles. For il or elle singular, il s'habille, elle s'habille. But for nous, since it doesn't, the nous ends in an S, you still keep it separate. Nous habillons. Vous habillez. But then il pluriel is il s'habille. So that's how that one changes. I'm going to show you two more little things real quick. You might need to know how to make this negative and say like I don't, let's go with wash myself. Let's say don't wash yourself on Tuesdays. I don't know. Okay, so your ne and your pa stay on the outside. That reflexive pronoun is so attached to the verb that it sneaks in your ne and pa. So you would say je ne me lave pas. So again, the reflexive pronoun is super attached to your verb that it squeezes in the ne and pa. Je ne me lave pas. And then one other little thing with reflexive verbs is we saw the phrase like se brosser les dents, for to brush your teeth. I will see a lot of students write this. If they want to, we in English say I brush my teeth. So I see this a lot. I see je me brosse mes dents, which means I brush my teeth. But the je me brosse, that's already letting me know you're doing the action to yourself. So of course it has to be your teeth you're washing, okay, or you're brushing. So you do not say je me brosse mes dents. We already know you're doing it to yourself. So you do not say mes, you have to say les dents. Je me brosse les dents. Because again, we already know you're doing it to yourself. So you just say, I brush the teeth. So one other little note that you should know real quick is you only use like je me lave if you're doing that action to yourself. Let's say that you're taking care of a baby or a dog or even like a car, something else that you wash, then there's no me. You just say je lave le bébé, je lave la voiture, je lave le chien. You only say je me lave when you're washing yourself. You can wash other things, but there's no me involved anymore. Okay, because it's not reflexive. You're not doing it to yourself. You're doing it to something else.